Now, this name that he's been given is actually his name is Craig Hill, but his title now is coach is because he is he's a coach, I would say, a life coach, and he's married from 25 years. He's got a beautiful daughter and a beautiful wife. Oh, okay. And he is a proud man and been doing network marketing from a very, very long time. He has, in his previous venture, he had a team of over 40,000 people. He has worked for over 8 years and achieved one of the highest positions in that company. And he's actually a six-figure, seven-figure earner himself. He has created seven-figure earners in his teams. That's why there's a lot to learn from this guy, and I'm extremely looking forward to today's presentation. That's why let's give a huge round of applause to our coach, Craig Hill. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction there. And I want to say this, the round of applause is not for me. The round of applause is for each and every person that decided, you know what, you're going to part with your most valuable asset, which is your time, to actually be on this Zoom. So that's each and every last one of you. The congratulations is to you, as well as to the guests that we have here. I want to welcome the guests to BizzTrade. Again, this is not about me. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to make sure that the information that I give out is enough information for you to say, you know what, I need more. I want to hear more. I want to know more about what's going on with this company. Why is it growing the way that it's growing? Why are so many people being attracted to this company? What's really going on here? And guys, I believe the closer you look at us, the better we'll look. Guys, because I know what happens when we start to max out this line and we get so excited that we forget that everybody can hear everything that we're saying in our background. So I'm going to ask for us to pause for the cause. I want you to go down to your left-hand side of the screen. You'll see a little thing over there that says music. And what I want you to do, I want to make sure that you're muted. I want to make sure that you're muted because we don't want anybody to miss out on this amazing, absolutely life-changing, for the better information. So I'm going to ask that everybody do a real quick pause for the cause. Let's look over to our left-hand side. Let's hit that little mic. If you don't do that, then go ahead and hit the mic that's on your cell phone. That way all the background noise will be deleted. And I know that they're going to be working really hard at corporate to actually get that done. Guys, what you're seeing back here, that normally doesn't need to unmute that. It doesn't usually show up on any of my videos, but I got a blue room in here, and what you're seeing is just what happens when I go live here. Anything can happen, so they're probably going to have to crop me out if they're going to use this for the corporate. With that being said, guys, you heard my background, but let me tell you the real story. I'm just a little shot that just kept on shooting. I was just one of those people that said, you know what, if they've done it, I can do it too. And that's what I want you to write down. As you start taking notes right now, I want you to write down, if he's done it, if this guy has done it, I can do it too. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and launch into the mindset that I had when I first took a look at BizzTrade. And the mindset was, I'm looking, I'm seeking. I'm looking for the business that I know is going to take me not only this year, but 5 years, 10 years, a decade, 20 years, 50 years, however long else I have here, but even more so, what type of business can I get started with that's going to actually leave a legacy for my daughter, a legacy for my grandkids that I don't even have right now. Can you hear me, Brian? Excellent, excellent. And before I go any further, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for giving me the privilege to actually share this information. You know that you and I had our first conversation. It wasn't that long ago, and it really was. It was you that really helped draw me in to say, okay, yeah, I can place my my stakes here. And so I'm so excited, so thrilled, so delighted to be here in partnership with you. And I look forward to actually walking the beaches of the world and laughing and joking like we did this morning. So with that, guys, I'm going to get back to what I'm supposed to be doing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to plug in my mic so I can really get some surround. This is my BizzTrade mic here. It's nice and blue. Yeah. So I'm going to place this right here. And here's what I want you guys to think about. Why are you here? That's the first thing. Why are you on this Zoom? I believe it's because something on the inside of you that says, you know what, I got more to do. I got more to accomplish. I want to be, I want to do, and I want to have. I want to be a positive force in this world. I believe that's one of the reasons why you're here. Another reason is because of what has pushed you to get here. And I always talk about the cash flow quadrant. I always talk about Robert Kiyosaki, and he talks about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And then he opens up this other book called Cash Flow, and he talks about these 4 quadrants in which we're able to earn money. The first quadrant being the E quadrant. Roughly about 90% of the people that you and I know are actually operating in the E quadrant. That's the employee quadrant. That's where you actually get paid based off of your own efforts. There's a principle surrounding that called YOE, your own efforts. That means if you don't do the work, you don't get paid. And most people see that as, oh, you know, no big deal. I think that's very dangerous position to be in, because if you hurt your hand, you hurt your back, you hurt something, you can't go into work, your income is on the decline, and nobody likes the sound of that. Underneath that, he has what is called the S quadrant. The S quadrant is really truly about you doing it yourself. That's the person that says, if it is to be, it's up to me. They put on their many hats. They put on their employer hat. They put on they got to be the accountant. They got to be the salesperson. They got to do it all. And those people put in so many hours, guys. They put in 60, 70 hours easily. And those people typically, guess what? When they're on vacation, they know they need back to work, and when they're at work, they know that they need a vacation. So that position that they put themselves in is a very stressful situation. About 5% of the population is over there. Now, for the next 3%, the next 3% is over on the right side, guys. The next 3% is going to be the top right, and what we're talking about there are the big businesses. Those are people who have put systems to work for them. Put systems to work for them. And system stands for save yourself, stress, time, energy, and money. Stress, time, energy, and money. And guys, this is what we're going to be able to do here. We're going to be able to put a system to work for you. This system is going to be able to allow you to get leverage. And leverage, guys, is something that we all want and need in our life. It was the first billionaire here in America, a gentleman by the name of J. Paul Getty, that said, you know what, I'd much rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts as opposed to 100% of his own. Why was that important? He understood if something was to happen to him, he didn't want his income to actually reflect that downtime. Then we have the last quadrant. This last quadrant, about 2% of the population is in. Guys, you're looking at the I quadrant. This is where you take other people's ideas, other people's inventions, and you put them to work for you. Also a principle that we're going to be working with. Principles are simply rules, guidelines, if you would. Another principle that we're going to put to work for you that maybe you never had working before for you is OPM, other people's money. How to actually put other people's money, other people's, if you would, expertise to work for you. With that being said, I'm going to see if I can actually, I don't know, I'm going to share my screen here. So hopefully you guys can actually see this. Can we see the screen? Are we good here? Excellent, excellent. Well, we got that worked out, and I'm here to tell you guys, welcome to the new frontier. Welcome to the new frontier. You know, I grew up watching Star Trek and all, guys, and part of our company is called BizzTrade. And when I saw that emblem there, I got all excited. I really did. I was like boldly going where no company has ever gone before. And that's what we're doing here today, guys. Hopefully you got a pen and pad to be able to take some copious notes so that you can actually get this down. But I want to let you know, before we even go any further, I want to let you know, don't feel bad if you don't get it all in the first time.
A horse has a big mouth with big teeth, even a big throat, but it knows that it cannot eat an apple in one bite. It's got to take little bites, little bites. So maybe this is your first bite. That's okay. Come back for another bite. Get back with the person who invited you on this so that you can get the questions to your answers. With that being said, guys, we're going to jump on into this. This is so exciting, guys. Let me see if I can get this slide to move. Hopefully I can. It was moving earlier, but you know how it goes when you're doing something live. Give me 1 minute here, guys. Let me see. And all right, no, not moving. Let's see. No, that makes it bigger. Let's go. We're gonna have to move it like that. I have to do it the old-fashioned way there, guys. All right, so the company, here we are, guys. Here we are. 2020 is right around the corner. 2020 is right around the corner. This phase of the business just got started not that long ago. That's exciting. Let me tell you why that's exciting. Most of the time when you and I hear about something, it's after everybody else has heard about it. We always hear, if you really truly want to succeed, be there in the beginning. How many of us wish that we were there at the beginning of Google or Facebook or Amazon? Well, I'm here to tell you, you're in the right place at the right time with the right people. It's going to be really up to you to do the right thing. But I can tell you, if you're looking for documented evidence, if that's what you're looking for, you're definitely where you need to be. This company is already branched out, guys. We're having branches growing every day. Our trunk is there in the UK, but guess what? The branches are spreading out to Ireland. The branches are spreading out to Dallas. The branches are spreading out all over in Rome. The branches are going all over the globe, guys, and you're going to be able to see it sooner rather than later, how this company is truly impacting the world for the better, but impacting the world no less. Now, we're going to talk about the corporate team that we have here, and you just got to hear from Mr. Rehan Gohar, and you're talking about someone, guys, what really attracted me to him is that I know that he's been through it. You know, you just know when you're around someone that's in the industry and you know that they've been through some tough times. You know that they've seen the ups and downs of what happens when companies don't fulfill their promises, when companies don't do what they say they're going to do. And here's someone who said, you know what, I'm going to create a team of people that feel exactly like I feel. I'm going to create a team of people that have a passion for the field, that has a passion for the people that are going to come on board, guys. And that's what brought me to here was the passion that he displayed with me and with his vision. Guys, when you get around someone who has the vision to be able to see past just today, to be able to see past what's going to happen next year on into the future, guys, those are the type of people that you want to surround yourself with. I learned a long time ago, association brings forth a simulation. And if you want to be the best, the chances are you want to be around the best. And that's what we have here from our whole corporate team. You're talking about the best of the best who get up. I'm talking about get up each and every day with one thing on their mind, and that's how to empower you and make sure that this company runs smooth and that it's operational at the highest level. I like to think of that old Lexus commercial when it says, in the relentless pursuit of excellence. But these people are what I call the people that make it go pop. People on purpose in the pursuit of perfection. And that's what we have here, guys. This is absolutely amazing. The parent company got started when you're talking about BizzTrade, the parent company actually got started when the idea was, let's just make sure that we're able to actually save some people some money, to be able to put some money back into people's pocket. So what you're seeing here, what you see in front of you, it's the mindset of, we want to make sure we put as much money back in people's pocket. So when they go shop here or when they go do that, money's coming back. And I've learned a long time ago that a penny saved is a penny earned. But guess what? Those pennies start to add up to dollars. Those dollars start up into thousands, millions. So guess what? That was the foundation of this company. That's how we got started. The cashback card was saying this: when you go out and do what you do, just live your life. Well, every time you get ready to purchase something, we want to make it to the point where you can pull out your Visa card that you actually have with us, and you can actually use it and be able to get money back. And guys, right now, this is over up in Europe, but I can tell you, I already know without a shadow of a doubt, it will be all over the globe, as many places as we can actually get it. So get excited about what's over there coming to your desktop real quick. Now, here's how we actually able to save people money. You're able to actually upload it on your own membership card. As you upload it on your membership card, guess what? Certain places you go to, certain things that you do, you're going to be able to get up to 50%. Man, I'm here to tell you, I've made millions of dollars in this industry. Me and my wife, we absolutely, we love to eat. Every time we go out to eat, my wife is always saying, hey, listen, we can get it off here. It doesn't matter how much money we have. My wife understands the power that we don't have to give it away. Guess what? She don't want to give our money away. She want to make sure that we have it here, not just for us, but for our daughter as well. So with this right here, guys, you can go into places like Burger King. Maybe you're hungry one day and you really got a driving appetite and you want to get yourself 2 burgers. Well, guess what? With our card, you can do that. And there's many other services that are coming on board. But today, what we're really excited about, guys, is BizzTrade. BizzTrade is something absolutely amazing. I can tell you this, like he's told you, I've been in the industry for over 15 years, been around the industry. And my mindset was when I was out there was, what's next? I see that things are changing. I see that technology is happening at a pace and disruption is happening at a pace that's never been seen before. Yes, we went from literally the manufacturers where you had an assembly line with a lot of people to the automation, but it's still changing. There's things that are coming online right now. There are things that are coming on right now, guys, that are absolutely changing the world. And that's what we're going to be talking to you about right now, which is BizzTrade. When you're talking about being able to put, guys, technology to work for you. There's so many people that are afraid of the future. Learn to embrace the future and then take control of your future. And that's what we're doing here, guys. We're putting the future into your hands. So therefore, as we continue to grow, your bank account, your life is going to continue to grow. And one of the things that I was brought on board for, guys, was because I understood this industry that I'm about to talk about right now. This industry is called Forex. Forex. Now, if you go outside of this Zoom and you ask somebody, hey, what do you think about Forex? They're going to be like, no, I really wear small. They think you're talking about the shirt size or the shoe size. But what Forex, guys, is trading one currency for another. See, every day, Monday through Friday, the banks, the brokers, the hedge funds, all these people, they're making deals. When you hear about the trade deals that are going on, all those things causes currencies to fluctuate in countries. So you got the Japanese yen and the US dollar. I mean, you might have the Australian dollar versus the England pound or whatever it may be, guys. But as those currencies start to fluctuate, money is being generated. How much money you're asking? Guys, over $5 trillion per day. No, I didn't say million. No, I didn't say billion. I said 5 trillion with a T, guys, with a T. Why so much money being made in the industry of Forex? Well, guys, because it's money, and nothing makes money like money. And that's what we have our hands on, guys. To put this in perspective, I want you to get the right mindset of how much money we're dealing with. Here in the US, between oil, gas, real estate, clothing, food, all the things that you think about, technology, watches, everything, our economy here in the US does $20 trillion annually. That's a year, guys. So Forex does that in 4 days in the course of a week. That's how much money we're dealing about. There's nothing out there bigger than Forex. And right now, Forex is changing. It's evolving. For me to have this conversation with you, let's say 10 years ago, you would have had to come to the table for us to really have this conversation with no less than about $500,000 to $1 million. And you would have been in the Pee Wee League. But because of technology, because of the laws, because of things that are changing all over the world, your grandmother, my grandmother, people of all walks of life are now able to actually get involved in Forex and be able to cut out a piece of that $5 trillion+ a day. That's right, daily pie. So what are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about what happens when people get involved with this industry and don't do it right. That's the first thing I got to let you know, because for every reward, there's always a risk. And here, guys, we want to minimize the risk, but we got to let you know that there's a risk. I've had friends that get involved with different companies, pay $5,000 for a session, $10,000 for a session to be able to learn how to carve out a little piece of that pie. And guys, because of some factors that I'm going to go over with you, they were losing money. And I don't know about you guys, I don't care if it's $1. How many of you guys have ever lost $1? You know, you had it in your pocket and then you look in your pocket and it's gone. You're like, where did I do with that dollar? Maybe it was $10, $20. You definitely don't like the feel of losing money. And in Forex, guys, you're talking about a brand new skill. Write that down. A brand new skill. A skill is something that takes time. Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliner said, in order for you to master something, in order for you to become the best of the best at something, it takes about 10,000 hours. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but I've done the work on that. And I kind of like put that out to be, that's somewhere between 5 years and 7 years of intense study to become a master, become a Jedi, if you would, right? To be able to actually master this. So a lot of people, when they're getting started in Forex, they're definitely learning, but they're losing. And I like the sound of learning and earning as opposed to the other. Now, when you take the word learn, I want you to look at it, guys. Whatever you learn, you can then earn. If you take away the L, that leaves you with the E. So if you learn how to be a dentist, guess what? You can earn in being a dentist. If you can learn how to be a fireman or a police officer, then you can earn. Well, if you can learn Forex, then guess what? You can start to earn. So we want to make sure that we're going to help you to be able to learn Forex, but at the same time, guys, we want you to start earning. We want you to earn really, really quickly. So here's the reasons why people typically don't succeed. One, I just told you, they don't have enough experience. Guys, I mean, if you're going to do something, if you're going to do it for a career, chances are you probably want to have done it for a little while, for a little bit of time. Another reason why is because the emotions. You know, you got to be able to keep your emotions. It was a song that came out many years ago, said, just my imagination, right? But imagination is fueling the emotion because they imagine that they're losing, or they imagine that, you know what, I'm going to hit it big. And therefore, guys, they end up taking risks that they shouldn't take. Another reason why is because they just don't have the systems available to them so that they can actually succeed at a high level. Now, I know about pips. I know about everything from transitions. I know everything when it comes down to candlesticks, wicks, Fibonacci codes. I've learned a lot, guys, as I start to study this, but I don't kid myself. I'm just a novice, really just a novice. It takes time to master this skill. But guess what? We have something that's going to be able to help you to do that. But rather than you just simply learning, we also want you to, again, to be able to earn. So what we're going to do, we're going to put that, you remember I told you earlier about the B quadrant where you have systems that go to work for you. We're going to put a system. We're going to save you. System stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. We're going to put this system to work for you. What system is that? Well, the system of AI, artificial intelligence. The system of putting a team of traders to work for you, where guess what? Every time you wake up Monday through Friday, you can just simply get you a cup of coffee and know that the best of the best are working for you. Guys, we're talking about some people who have been doing it for decades. We're talking about people who actually manage accounts that are in the millions and the billions. You're not talking about, you know, your friend Jody or your other friend Lisa while they're trying to still figure it out in year number 2. No, we're talking about people who handle high levels of accounts, high billion-dollar accounts, and the stress that goes along with it. And now we're going to put that system, we're going to put those people to work for you. How does that work? Well, I want you to think about this, especially if you're a guest. I want you to think about this. How's the person doing that actually invited you to this Zoom? How are they doing right now? You say they're not doing anything, right? So what they've done, they put my expertise to work for you. And it's working for you. They're not saying anything. They're sitting back, drinking some coffee, smiling and whatnot. And guess what? Now I'm the AI here. I'm the real artificial intelligence for today, and I'm giving you out the information. Well, we're doing the exact same thing. We're using high caliber, okay? High caliber traders in the world. The same type of people who work for the banks. I always ask people, what are the banks doing with your money? Well, let me tell you what they're doing with your money. They're doing Forex. They're getting a return and they're paying it out to their shareholders. They're paying it out to the bankers. Now you're going to be able to do the exact same thing where, guess what? You're going to have monies that are going to be paid out to you because we're putting people to work. We're putting a system to work for us. Now, with that being said, guys, I do want to let you know that we are here to also educate you. Now, you don't have to learn this, but I'm going to just tell you like this. With the way that the world is changing, having more skills is not going to be a bad thing. So if you pick up this skill, maybe it takes you 2 years to kind of like go from, you know, a novice to an intermediate. That's okay. We're going to be working with you. We're going to be working for you. You're going to be able to earn money. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But guess what? You're going to be able to actually continue to actually pick up that skill and be able to use it in your life. Maybe you might not be at a lot size of 1.0. Maybe your lot size will only be 0.001. You don't know what that means, and that's what I'm talking about. We're going to teach you that. That's what our mastery course is. That's what our educational course is. That's what we do, guys. We're going to make sure that this is all made available for you. So as you're learning, guess what? You can still be earning, but we definitely want you to learn. Now, this is the beautiful part about what we do here at BizzTrade. Guys, we're going to allow people from all walks of life. I don't care who they are. They can now say, you know what, I can get involved with the largest industry on the planet, Forex, and I can start earning some money. So how are we going to do that? Well, if you look over here to the left, you'll see where we have the starter pack and we have the pro starter pack. That's a 50 euro pack and a 100 euro pack. If you're in the US, guess what? We make the changes on the conversion there. But here, guys, now you're talking about being able to earn up to 0.40% daily. Now, you think about what people are actually earning when they actually put money into their bank account. If you go in there and you put 100 euro in the bank and you come back in a year, I can tell you this, you're going to be kind of disappointed because when you look into your account, it might be a few pennies in there more than what you actually left in there. Here, guys, if you did nothing else but get started here with us, buy one of our educational packages, this is what you can expect. This is what you can expect, that things will change. I can tell you that. And I ain't talking about change as in pennies. I'm talking about change as in your smile on your face. Things will change. Now, we also have the business pack. The business pack starts at 500 and it goes up to the pro business pack, which is 1,000 euros. Guys, at this level, now you're talking about being able to receive up to 0.60%. Guys, I challenge you to go do that at the bank. Come back and say, when I come back, I want to make sure there's at least 1,000 more euros in my account. Be careful because they're going to call security on you. They're going to think you're getting ready to do something real desperate because that kind of talk don't go on in the banks these days, guys. Then you have the next level, a great level to get started at, just as well as the starter pack, because guess what? All these levels allow you, we to be able to earn income, based off of putting a system to work for us. Okay, guys, I want you to get that. We're putting a system to work for us. We're putting proven traders to work for us, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. We do it each and every Monday. Mondays here with BizzTrade are fun days. We don't think of them as, dull and boring. Guys, we can't wait to get through the weekend. We cannot wait to get through the weekend so we can just punch it. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself. I get excited here, guys, but I'm here to tell you, you're talking about 5,000 to 10,000. That's the trader and the pro trader pack. Now you're getting up to 0.80%. Now, in order to get involved with this, you're going to get one of these packs and you're going to pay 10 euro. 10 euro one time. I know this is going to be something odd. If you've ever been around these type of businesses, you're used to paying monthly, and then you have to pay annually. Guys, you're going to have a one-time setup fee of $10. $10. And guys, you are done with that. There's no recruiting. There's no sales required. For you to be able to earn what you just saw there, guys, there's no recruiting and no sales. I've been in businesses like this many, many times in regards to, you know, you got a great product, but the only way people are able to make money is by selling the product. The only challenge with that, most people don't like to sell. Most people don't like to build groups. Most people don't have that skill level yet. Well, guess what here, guys, just what I've talked about, you can start to actually earn money just simply by going and buying one of these educational programs, educating yourself on what Forex is about and getting yourself prepared for the day that you want to do it manually. But until then, we're going to put this system to work for you. Now, with that being said, guys, we have another section. We're going to switch gears here. We have another session of this opportunity. This truly is an opportunity for the masses. I learned a long time ago, guys. I want you to hear me here. I learned a long time ago that if you want to dine with the classes, serve the masses. Serve the masses. A great teacher said, the greatest among you will be the servant of all. So I want you to see this compensation plan as a way to serve your fellow mankind, womankind too, right? How are we going to be able to serve more people? How are we going to be able to help more people? There are people all over this globe, guys, that are extra, get this, guys, an extra $2 a day is the difference between their children going to bed hungry or with a full stomach. So I want you to get passionate behind this, guys. I want you to understand that this is not just about earning money, even though money is important. As a matter of fact, I rank money right up there with oxygen. You just breathe a whole lot better when you have it, right? But it's, guess what? They say money don't solve all problems, but most problems money can solve. So what we're going to do, we're going to get together as a team. We're going to jump together as a team. And what we're going to do, we're going to spread the good news of BizzTrade. And because of that passion that you have for it, guys, the company says, thank you. Thank you for making this a household name. Thank you for helping us to actually reach one and teach one and empower millions of people. Guess what? And what we're going to do, we're going to reward you, okay? So we're going to reward you for doing what comes natural. Because I know everybody on here, you have a heart for people. You want to help people. You just haven't found the vehicle until now to be able to get that done. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go through these bonuses here. The first bonus is a really, really nice bonus. This bonus just simply means this. As you go out and you talk to people, you ask them what I call the 3 questions. You say, hey, listen, what are the banks doing with your money? And usually what you'll get that evil eye, or you'll get that, I don't know, or you'll get that, they making money with my money. And that's the first question I always ask. The second question is, well, you're right. They do it with hedge funds and trading, and they do it with all types of things that they're doing out there. How much of that is they sharing with you? Again, you get that scowl look like, well, they ain't sharing very much with me. The last question, if you could get anywhere, let's say from a 0.25% up to 1%, would that be a good thing? See, I didn't promise them. I just told them what's out there. And guess what, guys? When I do that, most people say, how do I do that? And we invite them on here. You can do the exact same thing. When those people get started, guess what? You're going to receive a 10% commission on whatever pack they got started at. And guys, don't despise small beginnings. Someone with a $50 pack can actually upgrade to a $100 pack. That person with the $100 pack might know somebody that wants to get a $5,000 pack, and the person with a $5,000 pack might get someone who actually wants to get a higher pack than that. So guess what? Don't despise where people get started. I always tell people, get in where you fit in. But guess what? If someone gets started at the $10,000 pack, well, you just made what? $1,000. Not bad. What's the limit on that? I know that's what you're asking. There's no limit. You can start as many people as you like here with BizzTrade. Now, you remember those packages that I just talked to you about, right? Well, those packages have what I call benefits. Don't everybody like benefits? Well, the benefit of this package is that now you're going to be able to build 2 teams. You're going to be able to build a left team and a right team. And guys, I'm here to tell you, this is the most fun thing you'll ever do, because those teams look like they're always competing. One day this team is stronger and this team is, getting stronger. And then the next day this one's stronger than that one. So it's always jumping back and forth. And all you keep on doing is saying, thank you. Thank you, thank you, that you got yourself started. So if someone gets started with our starter pack or our pro pack, guess what? You're going to get 8% of the lesser leg. See, I call it the lesser leg because there ain't nothing weak about either one of my legs. Both of my legs are strong, right? Yours are going to be that way too. So the lesser leg. But I already know, once I tell them, hey, you guys do know that you're on my lesser leg, guess what? Those people wake up. Oh, I don't want to be the lesser leg. I want to be the strong leg over here. Well, guess what, guys? You're going to have that flip-flopping, bip-bopping, and everything else. And this is where it gets really, really fun, because now you are going to be able to say to yourself, you know what? I don't want to just stay at the $100 pack. What happened if I get the $500 pack or the $1,000 pack? Well, now you're going to get 9% of the lesser leg. So guess what? That's a better 1%. Don't sound like a lot, but 1% makes all the difference in the world when you're talking about building these type of businesses. Then the last one is the 10%. That's when you have the trader and the pro trader pack. Remember that, the trader and the pro trader pack, you're getting 10% on the lesser leg. So let's just take a look at what we have here. Let's just say on the right side, you had 10,000 points or dollars. That was euro that was actually a package over there. And let's say on your other side, you had a 5,000 euro pack to come in on that side. Well, which one right at that point is the lesser leg? Right, it's the team on the left. So you're gonna get 10% of 5,000. The computer is going to subtract that 5,000. It's going to pay you that $500. Then it's going to go over to the right side over there where you had the 10,000. It's going to deduct 5,000, which will leave you with $5,000 over there when you get started. So guess what? This next leg over here, they bring on another 5,000. That's another $500. Guys, I promise you, take it from me. The average person in network marketing does literally somewhere between $35 and $150. If you got people getting started at the $50 pack, jump up and down, because I want you to understand this. Walmart didn't become the largest retailer in the world by charging the most. They got the largest in the world by the little transactions that added up to huge amounts of volume. And because of our platform, because we're giving everybody a chance to be on board, everybody an opportunity to be able to actually earn money, guess what? That means your teams are gonna fill up really, really quick. And how do we get that done? It's very easy, guys. Let me say this because we don't have the slide there right there, but the way that we get that done is just simply by punching a button on Monday. Well, that's today. So people are punching the button today, starting that AI to work for them, starting those traders to work for them. And guess what? It's starting to calculate. So every Monday, I want you guys to get this, every Monday, we just punch it. You know, Nike says, just do it. Well, we don't want to do what they do. We're doing what we do over here, and that's just punching it. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys, this is the cool company. This is the cool company. That's right. But cool stands for creating ongoing optimum lifestyles. And I'm about to show you how we get that lifestyle. That's when you have time and money in the same sentence. Let me show you how we get that done, guys. It's through our matching bonus. Now, you remember I told you about those last two packages, right? The trader pack and the pro trader pack. Well, when you have those packs, now you qualify to be able to get the matching bonus. So let's say you brought me on board. You brought me on board, and I actually got started with, the $10,000 pack. Well, guess what, guys? Every time I earn a commission out of the dual team, you're now going to get 10%. So every time I make a check, you start clapping uncontrollably. You're like, go coach, go, right? And that's what your sponsor, the person who invited you here, they're going to be helping you. But every time you make money, they're going to be patting you on the back, because see, that 10% is not coming from them. It's coming from the company. Well, guess what? If you brought me on board, I bring on some pretty powerful people, guys. I've been doing this for a minute. Okay. I've been doing this for a minute. My first few years didn't make a lot of money, but I caught on quick, and I just started to just continue to push myself. So guess what? I know some people, when I bring them on board and they actually build their team, every time they get a commission check out of the dual team, you're now going to get 5% matching bonus on that. That's great, guys. That is absolutely amazing, and that's lifestyle. Then we have the renewal bonus. The renewal bonus simply says this, guys. Every time someone earns 4 times whatever their pack is and they renew, you're now going to get paid just like they got started again. So again, you brought me on board. I get the 40 grand, guys. Guess what? I get my renewal through there, and now you're going to get paid that $1,000 again. You're going to get paid that team bonus, because guess what? The volume that I created is going to flow up to you again, and you're going to actually be compensated for it. The matching bonus, guess what? You get paid as I get paid, and as everybody on your team is actually getting paid as well. Guess what? Now you're able to make money, because that first person that you brought on was me, right? I made a match, and guess what? You still getting paid. The next person, you still getting paid. Guys, the renewal bonus is really, really strong, because it allows us all to be able to eat from the success tree. To be able to eat from the success tree. Now, corporate recognition is outstanding. What the company said, you know what, we can give you what I always call trophies, and trophies are nice. We all like trophies. You know, I got some animals over here. I got an eagle over there. I got a sword back over here in this other room over there. I get all kinds of awards and things to sit on your desk, and those things are nice. But let me tell you this, guys, nothing beats being recognized. Nothing beats it. And that's what we're going to do. Get 200 points. You're going to get a silver pin. You get the gold pin, the 400 points. You're going to be able to actually take a cruise when you get the 900 points. And guys, these guys, I'll be honest with you, when I look at what the points are on these, I think it's really, really low. How you actually get the points is real simple. Every time $50 is done on the left and $50 is on the right, that equals 1 point. So you're looking at 900 points, guys. That's not a lot to be able to take a luxury international holiday, as we like to call them, vacations here. And this is what the company says when you get the regional director. Also, guess what? You add more points on top of that, the company is now going to make sure that they pay the lease on it, or whatever, however you actually buying the car. They're going to make sure that they actually pay so that you can actually go out and get yourself a car. I can tell you guys, I love my sword in there. I earned the sword, and I love my eagle over there. I earned the eagle, but I think I can do more with a car than I can those things. And that's what the company says. Guess what? You get the regional vice president, you get the regional president. Now you can go get you an even better luxury car, and the company's going to pay for it. Then you get to executive. Guys, this just go out there and build. You're just out there sharing this opportunity, and the company is literally throwing money at you. Now, here's something that is also added on again, guys, you're talking about getting paid based off of a card that you already have, and now you're going to be able to actually have that card loaded, and now that's how you're going to be able to actually get your money. Now, let me just say this, guys, the world is changing. Blockchain is changing things just like that. Most people are learning how to actually use, and it's not going away, they're actually learning how to use cryptocurrency. But just in case, we got you covered. We got you covered. Now, the payouts, as I said, how you want to get it done is going to be totally up to you. You got the MasterCard, you got the Visa. Guess what? That's a way to get paid. Me personally, it's the Bitcoin. I figured it out, guys. It's real simple. We'll teach you that. As a matter of fact, they're putting together videos right now to be able to show you how simple it is to transfer and how to be able to get your money, as well as how to get people started. And then there's the good old-fashioned bank transfer. So, with that being said, guys, what do I really want you to understand? A couple of takeaways here. Again, no monthly, no auto ship. You don't have to build a team. You don't have to sell. You're talking about having the best of the best when it comes down to artificial intelligence, the best of the best when it comes down to traders, and the best of the best when it comes down to the leaders. Now you got to ask yourself the question, do I really want what it is that I say that I want? Les Brown had a quote that he said. He said, if you want it bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all terror of the opposition for it, if you simply go after that thing that you want with all your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold nor poverty, nor famine or gout, nor sickness or pain of body and brain can keep you away from that thing that you want, dogging the grim, you beseech to be said it with the help of the Creator, Almighty God, you'll get it. So that comes down to it, God. How bad do you really want those dreams? I hope it's bad enough to get back with the person who invited you on here and get your questions answered. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to our CEO, the man who has actually put all this together. And I got through it as quick as I could, guys. But you know, it takes about 40 minutes to get this thing done. So I'm turning back over to you, Mr. Roy.